Welcome to Happy Sewing and to this square hat sewing tutorial. The square hat is easy to make and comfortable to wear. We are also adding wind stoppers over the ears for extra isolation. This sewing pattern for the square hat is available at happy-sewing.com. Without further ado, let's get started. We start with preparing the pieces. I attach the pattern to the fabric with pins and I cut the pattern pieces using my Fiskars rotary cutter. The square hat has only two pieces, the lining and the outer layer. We are cutting the lining first and we are using the same pattern for the outer layer. This is the lining and this is the outer layer. We are cutting a thinner strip from the main fabric. This will become 2 strings. We fold it to find the center point and cut it once again to get 2 strings. We fold the strings inside out. I will also apply glue in clips to keep everything in place. I sew the strings with my Husqvarna Vicol Opal 650. I've written more about this sewing machine and the tools we are using. Make sure to check it out after you have watched the video. The link is in the description. Turn the strings the right way out using a loop turner. The strings are done and it's time to work on the wind stoppers. We apply wind stoppers over both ears. I fasten them with pins on the inside of the lining so they are hidden inside the hat. When they are pinned, I sew around them like this. When both of the wind stoppers are attached, it's time to mount the pieces together and we start with the strings. We attach the strings to the lowest part of the square hat. We fasten the strings on the right side of the main fabric. We use glue as a precaution and to make sure that everything stays in place. We then place the lining on top of the strings and we apply glue and clips. We keep adding clips to make sure everything stays in place. We then sew the bottom of the hat. I'm using a Baby Lock Victory serger. You can also use a regular sewing machine. I will tell you how I recommend that you do that in the article I've written about this tutorial. The next step is the sides. I tie the strings together and fold the hat so that I can put the sides on top of each other. I add some glue to keep the fabric from slipping while sewing. Lastly, we close the top. I turn the square hat inside out to hide the seam inside that hat. I fold all 4 layers and I apply clips and glue to keep everything in place. That's it! The square hat is finished. Thank you so much for watching. The sewing pattern is available at happy-sewing.com. In the link below, you can find a ton of extra information about sewing the square hat. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon and happy sewing!